Hey, let me pull you into something I've been living with for weeks now, and trust me, it actually feels different every time you turn it on. This is the Skytech Aqua. This isn't for the person who's okay with pauses, hiccups, and choppy action. This is for the person who feels every dropped frame, hears every fan surge, and knows exactly when their old system starts losing its cool. You're done adjusting your expectations down just to get by. You want a machine that keeps up with you, no negotiation. Before we go any further, check the current price and stock with the link below. Build quality and balanced power like this move fast, and the longer you wait, the more likely prices or availability will shift against you. You know the moment it hit you, that instant when you realized your old setup was more bottleneck than bridge. Maybe it was a big title that refused to stay smooth, maybe a long edit session that made your system groan, or maybe you just closed one too many tabs to keep performance afloat. That's the point where you stop coping and start craving something that responds instead of struggles. From the very first session with this desktop, there's a sense of ease. You click, it hacks. You open, it responds. There's no bargaining with settings, no downgrading just to stay playable. Everything feels immediate and solid, like someone finally took the invisible lag wall out of your workflow. In gaming, motion feels sharp and fluid, intense moments stay composed instead of jittery. You don't have to compromise visuals for fluidity, you get both, and it feels right. For creative work, projects respond faster, exports finish earlier than you expect, and multitasking feels normal, not like a stress test. Even everyday use, launching apps, switching tasks, opening large files, feels noticeably smoother because the system simply matches your pace. That's the shift most people don't anticipate. It's not just raw power, it's how predictable and responsive the whole experience becomes. Once you've lived with that, anything that doesn't keep up starts to feel like an annoyance you don't want back. If you're hesitating because of stocks or deals, remember this: hesitation tends to make upgrades more expensive, not cheaper. Good builds at solid value don't wait. Maybe you're thinking this might be more than you need. Think again. You're not just buying performance for today, you're buying headroom for the next wave of games, creative tools, and heavier workflows. That's how this thing pays back value. And the part that surprises most people is how composed it stays under load. It doesn't throw power around wildly, it applies it with control. Owning this changes how you sit down at your desk. You start with confidence, not caution. You feel equipped instead of reactive. That sense of readiness becomes a subtle kind of pride, one you notice every time you open an app or launch a game. It feels instantly responsive in real use. It stays steady when pressure rises. It keeps visuals crisp and motion smooth. It makes demanding tasks feel easier. It gives you confidence every session. It's not the cheapest system out there. And the RGB flair isn't for minimalist setups. At some point, you stop looping through specs and trust the choice your gut kept circling back to. You choose the setup you already wanted. Every time you think about a weaker option, you'll return to this one. If you're ready to leave compromise behind and enjoy performance that actually keeps up with you, check the link below and see if the Skytech Aqua is available now. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and later wish you'd made sooner.